Hello, everyone. Welcome back to GTR 24H, the home of the Endurance E-Racing World Championship. Once again, you join myself, Alex Goldschmidt, and another member of the newly formed commentary team. Kieran McGinley joins me. Kieran, who's an exponent in both in sim racing and also in circuit real-life commentary around the United Kingdom. Kieran, good to have you with us, buddy. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Thank you, Alex. Thanks for having me on. It's a pleasure to be here and a pleasure to be part of the team coming up. So I'm looking forward to it.
Right. So again, this is a case of just introing everybody that you haven't quite met on the team. Obviously, you've heard Kieran on the streams before. You've heard Chris Buxton and also the legend that is the one and only Scotsman on the crew, apart from Neil Heaty, is Mr. David Christie, who we'll be speaking to in due course. But Kieran, how did you get involved with commentary in the first place? Was it sim or was it real life?
It was sim to begin with. I got into sim racing prior. I'm very young. I think one of the first games I ever played was Grand Prix 2. Fantastic game. But commentary didn't dawn on me until my third year of university. So we're talking roughly 2017. When my lecturer told me, we did a seminar in commentary, and he pulled me aside afterwards, and he said to me, "Have you thought about this as a career? You're really good at it." So started from there, and I started on F1 2017, and it's been really rolling along ever since. And I've enjoyed all the moments. I've enjoyed all the opportunities. I've got to work with some fantastic teams, and one more to add to my list here at GTR 24H, as well as you said, circuit commentary as well, the likes of Brands Hatch, Snetterton, lots of great circuits around the UK, and I'm having the time of my life, I've got to be honest.
Well, Kieran's face and voice might be quite familiar to a lot of people. He's been working alongside with me at places like World Pro Racing. You've also been part of F1 Esports Challenges, amongst other things as well. What's the things that you like about sim racing commentary, Kieran?
Well, I just love racing, so I hope I can sort of capture that passionate, watching along. It's always, I like having people watch along with me, and I sort of try and treat it as such. If we're in a room, I sort of say like, "Oh, he's going down the inside. That's a great move." Something about racing and getting the opportunity to react to it, and for some reason people like the way I shout or the way I commentate it's just a bonus in itself. So I just do it because I love it, and now it's leading to these open doors and even more opportunities to enjoy myself even more.
Now, obviously, you, Chris, and David have now become a regular part of the commentary team. It's quite a tight-knit unit. For those wondering about how we decided to recruit Kieran, Chris, and David, well, it was basically an outreach from me saying, right, you fancy an opportunity, and you all three jumped at the chance, and the team's running really, really well at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, I feel like we've slotted in quite nicely. Everyone's been so welcoming to us three into the new squad, and with these opportunities, it's been fantastic as well. I personally haven't had many. We had the Monza Endurance where we were promised that rain that never came, especially in qualifying, and also doing the practice session as well of the Spa 24 hour. So I've had a little bit of a dabble here and there, but when we get to Le Mans, I'm going to be diving headfirst into it. I'm really looking forward to that one, especially.
Yes, Kieran's actually going to be one of the 4 commentary team members alongside myself, David Christie, and Yusuf bin Sahal. Kieran will be joining us a little bit later on in the week at the studios in Denmark, but to have the opportunity to not have to worry about commentating from a remote perspective, we're going to be doing it live from the studio. I mean, it's pretty exciting, that, isn't it? The whole team going to be together pretty much.
Yeah, and I think as well, when it comes to commentating all together, I think that's the one thing that you miss from sim racing commentary, where it normally is remote and you're in different places, is that you miss the visual cues that you normally get in circuit commentary. So it will feel a little bit more natural to us all. I think it will take nothing away from the excitement of the action and being able to cover it live with each other in the same studio. Yeah, it's going to be mega. I'm looking forward to it.
Also, Le Mans has its unique allure, and we couldn't think of a better place to actually end the 2021 Endurance E-Racing World Championship season. The teams are going to be up against it, aren't they, twice around the clock, Kieran?
it's one of the most fantastic races you can have, a 24-hour endurance, plethora of man and machine trying to work together. And in the case of machine, it's whatever rig you've got at home. So it's kind of that different scenario, but you've also got to take consideration of the car itself. We saw at Monza via Ducton, they suffered an engine failure, shifting down the gears too early, causing the over rev and causing the engine to expire. So there's little elements like that the drivers and the teams have to be careful of. But any team that can make it to the end of a 24-hour endurance, I think, deserves a pat on the back. It's just a bonus if you win it.
Yeah. I mean, really sort of final thoughts before we conclude things here on the interview for GTR 24H, Kieran. What are your thoughts going into the final round? Double points are on offer for all 4 classes. There are some titles that are going to go down to the wire, DPI being one of them, GT3 very, very close, LMP2 just as close as well. It's all to play for still, isn't it?
Yeah, it really, really is. And being that close going into the final round with double points on offer, it means that teams that might have been slightly rank outside chances have still got an opportunity to take the title when they head to Le Mans. But when it comes to a 24-hour, we really won't know the scope and the scale of the championship until we really head into that final hour. So the teams just have to get through the first 23, see where they lie, and then push on for the last hour.
Well, Kieran, thank you very much for joining us here at GTR 24H, being a welcomed part of the team. That's it from us for now, but stay tuned for more exciting content in the lead up to the 2021 Endurance E-Racing World Championship season finale that kickstarts on the 27th of October, where myself, Kieran, David Christians, Yusuf Bin Suhail will be live from the studio, Chris Buxton and Ewan O'Leary remotely commentating on what's going to be a fantastic event. Don't forget to follow us on all the relevant social media channels, and for all the information, the latest news about not just GTR 24H, but a lot more besides, head to gtr24h.org. Until next time, thank you for watching.